I'm Ted Keys, your host and top freight agent training expert here in Southern California. Welcome to this edition of your Freight Sales Success Training. After watching and applying it, you'll move more freight efficiently, effectively, and effortlessly, and make more money financially. And if you have any questions, call me, Ted Keys, at 626-309-9141. Today's topic comes from the front lines of my 30-plus years of business, sales, and freight moving success. Now enjoy watching, learning, and applying. Guys, hello and welcome to my Tuesday conference call. I'm Ted Keys, your host and top freight agent training expert here in Southern California. This is a free, high-powered meeting I hold live every Tuesday for top producing, new, and struggling freight agents at 2 p.m. Pacific time and 5 p.m. Eastern time. On the call today, I will show you how to move more freight efficiently, effectively, and effortlessly so you make more money financially. And after the call, go to my website, tedkeysonline.com, to hear more of my podcasts, read more of my blog posts, watch more of my videos, and while you're there, visit my Freight Sales Success Store for top-notch freight moving products to truly explode your freight business today. When you arrive at my Freight Sales Success Store, you will see a host of products that are available. First one you'll see there is my Freight Sales Success Guide for beginner and struggling freight agents. I do, however, provide this for when you join our top producing freight sales office. Another product you'll see there is my Freight Sales Success Quotes. These quotes provide you with daily motivation to do what's important, to get on the phone and connect and build relationships with the marketplace. Third product you'll see there is my Freight Sales Success Training. This is a video course that'll take you literally from knowing little or nothing about freight to moving your first freight load and beyond. You'll also see there for sale again is my Freight Sales Success Skills. This product provides those intricate little skills that are required to handle different situations that you come in contact with. However, my Freight Sales Success Skills, along with my other products, are available today for purchase in my Freight Sales Success Store. And while you're there at my store taking in all this free information, on any page on my website you happen to be on, just over to the right, go over to the right and enter your contact details. By doing that, you'll receive your email invite to this and every call. Not only that, you'll receive the attachments that I provide on each and every call. And also, just as a freebie for opting in, you'll receive my free report. Again, it's just a free report. 11 ways freight agents will increase their income. Go through this as a beginning, struggling freight agent. This report will assist you in increasing your income. And just so you know, that report there has been downloaded thousands of times before. And if you have any questions whatsoever about what I went over today, or more importantly, more specifically, are you ready for my top producing freight sales training? Then give me, Ted Keys, a call. I'm at 626-309-9141. Now let's talk about some motivation that will get you on the phone, on this instrument here, to get you on the phone. And again, it deals with this topic of individuals not wanting to deal with you. It deals with those topics. So my first point is this, and that is always remember when you're calling your prospects and customers, that when you encounter these types of situations where you feel that your freight prospect doesn't care for you, doesn't like you, to follow up that criticism with interest, okay? If you have the gumption, okay, to actually ask them, I sense that I may have said something. I sense that I'm doing something that you don't like. What exactly is it? Okay, because if other individuals, if other freight prospects are telling you the same thing, you definitely want to figure out what that is. So remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, to not only ask, but follow up that criticism that you're going to get with interest. Take an interest in what you're doing that's not successfully getting you to build that relationship with your freight prospect, because that relationship is one of the most valuable things that you will build, that you'll produce upon your foundation. Building that relationship and connecting with your freight prospect. So follow up when they actually tell you after you ask. Follow up that interest, follow up that criticism with your interest in becoming better at the profession. Let's move on to my next point. And my next point reads, again, remember. Again, these are attachments that I sent you today at the bottom of your invite today. Remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, that blaming others, all right? Blaming others is the easy thing to do. Blaming others, which is what most of our culture and society does when we're in a pickle, when we're being reprimanded, that blaming others is the easy thing to do, but it only leads to your path of mediocrity. If you get criticism, okay, and you blame others for the way how you're acting, it's only going to lead you down a further path of mediocrity, okay? The last thing you've got to do to get better at this profession is to never, ever blame others. It's to take that criticism, take it to heart, realize what you're doing wrong so that you stop going down that path of mediocrity, because that's what happens when you blame others. And think about it. Think about all the conversations that you have where somebody else is in a precarious or difficult or, peculiar situation. They blame somebody else. Our culture and our society does not take responsibility for its actions, which is why most individuals are in the situations that they are. It's the true individuals that take that criticism and take it to heart and work on getting better and overcome those situations. It's those people that end up becoming successful. Truly, it's those individuals. Hey, what did I do wrong? What can I do to fix it? So, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, that blaming others is always the easy thing to do. Always the easy thing to do. But when you do that, you're just going to keep going further down that path of mediocrity. Don't expect to become successful in any profession if you continue to blame others and not yourself. Let's move on to that next attachment there at the bottom of your invitation there, which reads, remember. Again, remember when you're calling your prospects and customers that if you don't enjoy your actions, okay? If somebody doesn't like you, there's a reason for it. It's the actions that you are taking, and those actions come from your attitude. So if you don't enjoy your actions, then check your attitude. If you're encountering these situations where you're not moving forward, your freight prospect doesn't want to talk to you, doesn't like you, doesn't want to deal with you, there's a reason why, okay? So it's your actions, it's what you're doing, not what he's doing or she's doing, it's what you're doing that's leading to that end result. So if you don't enjoy your actions, okay, check your attitude. If you don't enjoy getting good results, it's because of your attitude. That's really what this means in a nutshell. So remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, if you don't enjoy your actions and don't enjoy your results, then check your attitude. Let's move on to my next point there at the bottom, that next attachment there at the bottom of your invite today. And this next one reads, remember. Oh, so important. Remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, that the day is not a bad day unless you name it a bad day. The day is not a bad day unless you name it a bad day. How often do you hear the terminology, I'm having a bad day? Well, the day is bad in your mind because you've named it a bad day. Think about it. How can you have a good day when you're telling everybody that you're having a bad day? If you're having a bad day, it's because of where this starts here, where your mind is, okay? So the day is not a bad day unless you name it a bad day. If you go around saying, I'm having a bad day, oh, poor me, you're going to have a bad day. Don't expect to be successful on a day that you're calling a bad day. Have a good day. Anytime somebody says to me, Ted, how are you doing? What do you suppose my response is? I'm awesome. I'm having a great day. Well, that's only gonna follow up with the results that I'm gonna get that day. Why? Because my mind is there to be awesome and to have a great day. You say you're having a bad day? Well, guess what? You're going to have a bad day. You make the choice which day you want to have. A great day, an awesome day, or a bad or lousy day. Let's move on to that next attachment there. That'll assist you in this area of getting your prospects, your freight prospects, to actually like you and deal with you. So my next point is, again, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, that your actions drive your results. Your actions drive your results. Think about it. Somebody, a prospect doesn't like you. Well, if they don't like you, if they don't want to work with you or deal with you, it's because of the actions that you're taking toward them. And typically, they don't want to work with you because you don't take an interest in them. You make your conversations all about you. You never ask them about their day or what it is that they're attempting to solve, the challenges that they're having. Your actions drive your results. If you're not having great results, it's because of the actions. Now, for somebody that's just gotten into the profession, you know, you've been in it for a month and you're wondering, oh my goodness, when will I move my first load? Well, again, let me rephrase it, not rephrase it, but let me remind you, it's your actions that drive your results. In this profession, you must build that foundation, and that foundation is built on many, many, many phone calls. I will reiterate that main statistics that I repeat so many times. 80% of your sales, again, 80% of your sales come between your 5th and your 12th contacts. So many of you, you make your second call, your third call, and you're like, what's wrong with me? I'm not getting anywhere. Well, you're just not there yet. So your actions have to be phone call after phone call after phone call. You've got to show your freight prospect that you are serious. And guess what? Most of the agents that call your freight prospects, they hear from them once or twice. Why? Because, oh, they're not giving that prospect any loads to move. Well, you've got to show your prospects that you're serious. That's when you get the freight. That's after your 4th, 5th, 6th contact to them. You've got to show them that you are in it to stay, because most beginning freight sales and even novices, they show them after a call or two that they're gone. Come and gone, just like that. So again, remember when you're calling your prospects and customers that your actions, your continual, determined, persevering actions determine or drive your results. Oh, so important. Let's move on to that last attachment. This could be the most important one of them all, which reads, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, when these incidents happen, somebody doesn't want to work with you or deal with you, don't ever lower your target. Don't ever lower your target. Don't lower your goals or anything like that. Don't tear your goals down from the wall. Don't ever lower your target. Why? Because you have enough enemies / competition already. You have enough of these other individuals attempting to get in with your prospects as well. So when these happen, when somebody tells you to get lost or whatever it is, or they give you that indication that they don't want to deal with you, whatever you do, keep all your documents on your wall that you look at every day. Don't ever lower your target. If anything, find out what you did wrong and improve on it. That's what you do, okay? Don't ever lower your target. Why? Because you have enough competition / enemies out there in the market to begin with. Great topic today. In concluding my call, do you have any questions about what I just went over today? Any questions, regardless of what it is, or more importantly, more specifically, are you ready for my top producing freight sales training? Yes? Give me a call, Ted Keys. I'm at 626-309-9141.